Hello everyone, welcome to SceneScale. I am your host today, Amelia. Welcome back to our second AMA session. The previous AMA session is all about crypto fund, Sync Wall Fund, and today will be everything about SSID by SceneScale. As always, let me introduce you guys to Mr. Humphrey James, the CEO of SceneScale. Glad to see you again, sir. How are you?
Hi, long time no see. I'm doing great. It's my pleasure to be here and thank you personally for inviting me again. As always, I'm very excited about the upcoming conversation.
I've been paying attention to decentralized finance DeFi and have seen the rapid growth trend in finance, but there are still people who are not familiar with it. Will you please explain the trend of DeFi and how it stands out from the traditional centralized financial institutions?
Sure, no problem. The blockchain powered space of decentralized finance is still in its very early days. In 2020, the monthly numbers of DeFi users ranged between 40,000 to 60,000, with 90% using decentralized exchanges. So even compared to the central crypto exchanges with several hundred thousands daily active users each, that figure looks tiny. For the time being, DeFi means a forward-thinking blockchain side ecosystem. However, it's obvious that DeFi has enormous disruptive potential and a compelling value proposition in that it allows people and organizations to use larger financial applications without the requirement for trusted intermediaries. So DeFi opens the actual components of finance to the same recombination and experimentation that makes open source software so powerful, with programmable trust, scarcity, and also value as building pieces.
Could you please compare several major aspects of DeFi for us?
Sure, I'll go for the common one. First, it's open, which means that you may use the apps by creating a wallet, often without revealing any personal information like your name or address. That is in theory so easier than having a bank account. DeFi's execution and bytecodes must be publicly variable on a blockchain to be classified as DeFi. As a result, unlike CeFi, any DeFi users can observe and verify the orderly execution of DeFi state changes. Such transparency gives the new DeFi technology an unrivaled power to transmit trust.
And the market hours too. Most of the DeFi markets are having non-stop market hours. Am I right?
Exactly. They're open 24 hours a day and 7 days a week because of the non-stop nature of blockchains. So CeFi Marketplace are known for their frequent outages. As a result, CeFi has weak liquidity on a range of items during these periods. So moreover, a blockchain allows you to shift funds very instantly, eliminating the need to wait for a bank transfer to clear. I'll tell you one more point. DeFi's apps operate together like money Legos. So this enables anybody without permission to construct, edit, mix and match, link or build on any top of the current DeFi product. If the trend continues with the DeFi maximalists are right, this is just the beginning of a massive DeFi wave. So true believers argue that the advantages of an open and decentralized financial system are simply too compelling to not capture trillions of dollars of value.
But I realized that there are few pain points when we talked about DeFi, and one of them is KYC verification. Could you please explain them to our audiences?
Yeah, on its road to mass adoption and the realization of its ambitious promises, DeFi still has to overcome major obstacles. regulatory considerations which will certainly emerge once DeFi becomes financially relevant and will pose currently insurmountable requirements on those decentralized projects. There are over hundreds of crypto exchanges where KYC verification is not required, and this is unsafe for the cryptocurrency exchange, as a cryptocurrency exchange may be held liable when a user gets away with committing a crime because they can fail to do due diligence.
What about SMEs and individual credit issues?
If the users would like to apply for a loan, as individual and SMEs, they will have high-risk screening costs, lower penetration of financial products and services, and there might be chance that they have an inadequate personal credit rating.
Right, thank you for clarifying their shortcomings. And here we are to the part of where the investors will care the most, which is how SSID could address these market pain points that you have mentioned.
Of course, SyncScale is introducing SSID, which can address these limitations on the traditional approach by moving both digital identity and credit scoring to the blockchain. SSID can achieve interconnection with a single digital identity, enabling account and asset information to flow between the platforms, assessing credit with a decentralized credit rating, and providing participants with the feasible and reliable credibility and indicators.
This made me more curious about SSID. Could you please introduce the protocols of SSID?
Alright, there are four main systems which comprise the SSID protocol. SyncID, Decentralized Identity, DID. The system is an important element in the development of the Web 3.0, which will promote the development of the blockchain technology and data privacy protection. SyncScore is the Decentralized Credit Rating DCR, where we are striving to build a decentralized MetaFi ecosystem to spread and decentralize credit rating across the globe. SSID NFT ecosystem is the NFT is going to provide numerous perks and incentives and allow private access to the SyncScale ecosystem. And lastly, the Decentralized Autonomous Organization DAO that has integrated with SSID.
I can't wait to understand more about the four SSID protocols. Please start with the SyncID.
SyncScale Group has introduced SyncID, a decentralized identity model that allows individuals to store identity-related data whilst self-owned and independent, and enables data exchange using blockchain and distributed ledger technology to protect privacy and secure transactions. Moreover, digital identities are an integral part of the virtual world and can take many forms, such as that of an individual or identity, which is given by institutions. Therefore, a participant can have different digital identities under different scenarios. For instance, a workplace identity and a personal identity. If a centralized entity servers crash, the identities and the reputations established by their participants over the years could be permanently lost. However, this tragedy will not happen in the metaverse. A participant's digital identity and reputation will be protected by blockchains.
The birth of digital identity seems to be able to solve the limitation of centrally managed databases. How is it possible?
All the databases of traditional internet applications are centrally managed, so causing account and asset information to be unable to flow between different platforms. For an example, Facebook accounts cannot be used to log in to WhatsApp applications, or one's PayPal wallet, your balance cannot be used in Apple Pay. So essentially, that's to explain it. So through just one Sync ID account, participants will be able to log into and access different application platforms. Furthermore, these applications can all access the asset information stored in one Sync ID. So Sync ID is unique. The identification module to be built into the protocol and supplementary applications will be developed.
According to a report from the World Bank, 1.7 billion people around the globe remain unbanked. These individuals have no credit history and are therefore unable to obtain credit from traditional lenders. Could you please elaborate on how Synsco can help these individuals?
We believe that building a credit scoring system based on blockchain smart contract technology is conducive to ensuring financial security and enhancing the core competitiveness of the system. In Synsco, the blockchain and decentralized technology provides the core technical foundation and supports the credit scoring system construction. By using Synsco, participants can access numerous DeFi products and services, projects, dApps and blockchain platforms, and also manage their on-chain credit data at their will. So this allows participants to utilize their creditworthiness, and if a participant has positive creditworthiness, they can utilize this data to obtain access to more rewarding financial products without placing the safety and security of their data in jeopardy.
What are the benefits when users have higher Synsco?
Participants can also amalgamate their on-chain credit scores to formulate a more accurate depiction of their credit score, and they can achieve even greater access to high-quality financial products. So, pertinently, by using Synsco with a participant's credit rating, each participant can avoid over-collateralization, especially when they are looking to borrow from a variety of different digital asset classes. So the higher their sync score, the more benefits they can glean when borrowings, such as the access to low collateral loans and high yield farms and additional incentives. So if participants borrows and are now making monthly repayments on time, they may enjoy additional sync score points as a reward and improve their credit score.
That's fantastic. That could benefit those who are unbanked or people who do not have a good credit rating in their real life. And I know the third protocol of SSID is probably what everyone has been familiar with, the NFTs. Please tell the audience more about this.
In the SSID NFT ecosystem, NFT can be a credit booster, which is a useful supporting item that helps participants increase their credit scoring in the ecosystem. So with the NFTs, participants will be able to access to exclusive experiences online and offline, which can include events with celebrities, athletes, premium content, voting on brand decisions, and much, much more. Our participants also get to earn a yield by staking NFTs, at the same time receiving airdrop NFTs. So a distribution of NFTs that are sent to Sync Wallet, your address for free, to act as a promotion for as an added value for participating in an experience or purchasing a digital asset.
What are the perks that the NFT is going to provide which allow private access to the Synsco ecosystem?
The incentives include, but are not limited to, airdrops. So guaranteed whitelisting, staking, multipliers, early access to information, gaining access to private channels or information, and more to be announced. According to the credit value of participants in the Metaverse, the possession of certain items will help them to generate a greater profit.
What about the last protocol of SSID, Decentralized Autonomous Organization, DAO, something getting very trendy nowadays and is getting more and more attention?
SSID can be integrated with DAO, where most DAO governance is determined by the number of tokens held to determine the voting weight. DAO can be connected to the SIN-score system, such as addresses with higher credit scores will have more voting weights. A participant can participate in the SIN-scale governance either by holding SSID tokens or having an SSID token holder delegate voting power to them. So participants can vote directly on proposals if they have the time and interest in doing so, or they can delegate their vote to a representative to make decisions for them. Participants can take a hands-on approach and make all decisions for themselves, or they can save their time and entrust those decisions to someone else.
That's interesting. I can't wait to find out more about SSID. Before that, could you please simplify a few advantages of SSID to the audience?
SSID is an ideal currency for a new generation of DeFi. It serves as a reward distribution token and an additional security layer of the platform and enables users of platform to participate in DeFi opportunities. So compared with traditional identity systems, a distributed digital identity system based on blockchain has the following advantages: decentralized, identity autonomy, and protected data exchange. Since Scale is a blockchain-based protocol that provides participants with unprecedented transparency, making it effectively tamper-proof and fully auditable, at the same time avoiding being controlled by a single or multiple centralized authorities. So each user's identity is by its owner, and individuals can autonomously manage their identity. Identity-related data is anchored on the blockchain, and the authentication process does not depend on the identity provider, which allows the data exchange to be protected.
Thank you for the clarification. I know that the SSID token holders can make digital transactions within the SIN-scale ecosystem. And could you please elaborate on the services or products that SIN-scale provides?
There is a total of 8 products and services that will be introducing to our participants, included wallet, lending and borrowing, earn insurance, payment exchange, fund and project incubator.
Could you please break them down one by one so the participant can fully understand how they can utilize these services and products?
Sure, let's start with the wallet. A decentralized wallet is an essential tool for owning and investing in cryptocurrencies. So SIN-scale Group has designed one of the most secure, decentralized multi-crypto wallet applications. Sync Wallet that provides the DeFi access and other crypto-related activities. It allows users to securely store their crypto assets so that they can be used for transactions on a P2P level without any third-party intermediaries. In addition, Sync Wallet can also be used for settlements in real-world scenarios, such as paying bills. All of these make Sync Wallet the world's most powerful gateway to blockchain for any party. Now, Sync Wallet has introduced a built-in exchange feature. Now, this is a comprehensive solution that starts with the users clicking on the token they want to trade. Then the system actually will guide them through the necessary compliance procedures and finishes with one click trade, literally.
I see what you mean, and users can earn by staking too?
Correct. Users can stake their crypto assets and get to enjoy the privileges to validate transactions in the Metaverse finance ecosystem. So every native token holder will benefit from the growth of SynthScale's value in the Metaverse.
I realized that SynthScale Group has developed an effective financial system named SynthPay. Could you please tell me more in detail too?
Sure thing. In the legacy of the cryptocurrency payment system, payments could not have been settled directly. There are over thousands of cryptocurrencies issued in the existing market, and foresee more cryptocurrencies will be issued in the future. Hence, to efficiently connect the partner applications and services and users, SynthScale Group developed SynthPay that supports their vision and also allows seamless access to SynthScale's ecosystem, so features for everyone that's involved. It's a decentralized system which can effectively manage and monetize all transactions on the app ecosystem. Serving as a universal payment platform, it is made up of matching between various means of payment and settlement exchange, stable exchange and value storage of transaction buffer, so the functions that enhance the performance.
With the horizon of blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies, a new form of IOU has arisen. I believe the audience would like to know more about it.
SynthScale Group introduced decentralized IOU, which allows loan agreements to be made possible through smart contracts, giving the users the freedom to play each other with both cryptocurrencies and fiat currency. So DIOU allows users and borrowers and lenders to engage in a loan smart contract without the necessity for middlemen, and has given small and medium-sized businesses an alternative source of capital when faced with increasingly stringent bank regulations.
When we talk about insurance, I know that SynthScale Group has launched the decentralized insurance, which is able to provide crypto asset-based insurance products, while the traditional insurance couldn't.
You're right. Due to the reliance on big data for risk assessment and the conservative nature of their decisions, traditional insurers are unable to fill the gap. Decentralized insurance is tailored for Metaverse users, and they will be protected against any potential vulnerabilities that could affect their assets in the Metaverse itself.
And of course, the SynthVault fund that you have introduced to us in the previous AMA will be in the ecosystem too, right?
Correct. SynthVault Fund will be of benefit to the community as a whole. Market transparency and liquidity will increase as a result of our trading activity. We will bring fresh support, funding and understanding to the community. Conventional investors who were uncertain about investing in a single technology or system will now have an option to support the emerging cryptocurrency market through the SynthVault Fund.
SynthScale Group will be building a series of incubator programs which could help the new startups. What would it be?
We call it SynthPad. It will be providing the startups with management training and, in some cases, the capital needed to bring their product to the market. So users will have priority rights to buy or redeem certain digital assets at a discounted price, obtaining the most favorable entry price point to enjoy their high profits, Therefore, both incubators and startups can significantly benefit each other.
That sounds amazing. I can foresee how big the impact will be in the industry once SynScale has fully established its ecosystem. We know that SSID is officially launched in June 2022, which is the focal point in this AMA session. Will you mind sharing this SSID token with us?
The SSID token is the native token of the SynScale MetaFi ecosystem and has three main functions. It serves as rewards distribution token, an additional security layer of the platform, and enables participants of the platform to participate in investment opportunities. Now, users can choose to hold and stake SSID tokens as a form of inflation control, which rewards them with stability fees that might provide better long-term value retention. So some of the utilities of SSID include airdropping, and users can receive airdrops through early participation in beta testing and community contributions. Third-party protocols need to use SSID as a basic fee token to utilize the SSID credit, and users can participate in the community governance by staking SSID to initiate and vote on any proposals. Besides that, users can use SSID to collect token incentives. Now, this incentive creates demand for the token, which then indicates the token price. So many tokens will hold their incentives within their utility. SynScale users can use SSID to store and access files on a distributed network. So SSID tokens also can be used for exchanging value and creating value. It can leverage tokens and economics for encouraging fundraising activities, as well as for launching decentralized applications.
Right. Can SSID tokens obtained through mining too?
Certainly. SSID tokens can be actively mined through the SSID protocol, or users can get SSID tokens as a reward by participating in deposit and loan mining or other stake mining. At the same time, SSID tokens can be used to mint FFTs as well as upgrade them to obtain more rights and benefits.
If I'm not mistaken, SSID tokens can be staked, right?
You're right. SSID tokens can be used to stake in the liquidity pool and to obtain proof of liquidity provisions, which can be used for token unlocking and mining. Of course, use for lending and borrowing on the DIOU platform is one of the most important utilities. Nevertheless, SSID holders can enjoy the rewards by staking. The network stores value in a wallet, and staking and validators have more value in their wallets can have better chance of reaping massive rewards for verifying transactions.
Wow, it's really impressive after listening to the few utilities of SSID tokens from you. And one of the audience is asking, how is the token to be allocated?
SynScale Group will only offer a total of 6 billion tokens of SSID and will be allocated to 8 different categories. The highest percentage will go under the community governance, which is 33.20%. Ecosystem and node and allocated to the teams are 17.10% and 16.20% respectively. So the remaining 33.5% will be allocated into 5 different categories: 9.8% into the marketing, 8.50% for the advisory, 8.20% goes into the liquidity pool to stabilize the supply of the tokens. So 6.5% to the reserve funds, and lastly 0.5% into sync launch.
Could you please tell us why SSID token is one of the most promising choices for the investors?
Yes, I will give the credit to our exclusive mechanism, which is referred to as the SSID token reflection mechanism. Now, this mechanism is fully automated by the smart contracts, and let me introduce the details of this mechanism to you all. The first would be the reflected passive income, where the token holders can receive passive income at any time, regardless of the amount of tokens that they are holding. The income will be reflected in their wallets automatically. And at the same time, to stabilize the supply of the tokens in the liquidity pool. So there will be an automated contribution to the liquidity pool periodically. Now, lastly, the token is being burned to reduce the supply to achieve the token's scarcity. So all the above that I mentioned are all able to lead to the increase of the price or value of SSID tokens.
Amazing. I believe the audience is now can't wait to be one of the holders of SSID tokens too. How can the investors obtain the SSID token?
The SSID token has been officially launched and will be listed on the Pancake Swap. Investors are now able to trade, buy and sell, trade or exchange with holders all around the world. Of course, I would advise our investors to invest in our SyncVault fund, as with just one investment, and you will get 3 returns, including the daily returns, extra returns from SyncPad, and an increase in the value of the SSID tokens.
Thank you so much, Mr. Humphrey James, for providing this information. This is something that audience is interested in. Before ending this AMA session, will you mind giving us a few words on the future outlook of the SSID?
Absolutely. In 2023, all the SSID protocols that I have mentioned will be finally established, and users all around the world can enjoy these services and products. From now, you can see the value of the FNT. In addition to the rewards and incentives you can earn by holding the NFTs, we are now providing a unique virtual identity through NFTs. And of course, first in the world to create a DCR protocol. So providing a personal finance and credit assets management service platform with SynthScore. The P2P, the DIOU lending agreement can finally be implemented.
What about in the year of 2024 and 2025?
Okay, in 2024, we will be supporting multi-chain and interchain, something like Binance, Smart Chain, Solana and Polygon. At the same time, upgrading the governance structure and creating the holders guaranteed mechanism. We will see the improved and the full symbiotic P2P network too. And of course, one of the ultimate goals where we would get SSID to be listed on the Binance, and in 2025 we will be generating a $10 billion market capitalization for SyncScale by pioneering the development of a fully intelligent digital DNA trading computer. So the entire decentralized financial institution ecology will be improved to achieve our goals.
Great! And could you please show us some real-life examples?
No problem. Now, looking back at development of cryptocurrencies in the past, we can see the changes and the improvements in their values. So I'll be comparing them in their lowest and highest values of all time. So let's take a look at the most valued cryptocurrency in the world, Bitcoin. It took 12 years for Bitcoin to increase of 27 million times. Shiba Inu has experienced an incredible increase of 131,000 times. It only took 2 years to increase. Ethereum has increased 13,333 times in 8 years.
All the cryptocurrencies that you have mentioned are having tremendous achievements, and what will be the price of SSID that you have predicted in a foreseeable future?
No problem. Now, looking back at development of cryptocurrencies in the past, we can see the changes and the improvements in their values. So I'll be comparing them in their lowest and highest values of all time. So let's take a look at the most valued cryptocurrency in the world, Bitcoin. It took 12 years for Bitcoin to increase of 27 million times. Shiba Inu has experienced an incredible increase of 131,000 times. It only took 2 years to increase. Ethereum has increased 13,333 times in 8 years.
That's exciting, and I sincerely look forward to that. As always, thank you so much for spending time with me for this AMA session. This is a fruitful session for those who would like to understand more about the crypto fund.
Thank you for having me. It is my pleasure to have this conversation with you, being loyal patrons of our company throughout the year. We are so grateful that you choose to continue investing in us, and we will keep up the great work to actually pay back your support tenfold, and are committed to providing you with the truest satisfaction as always.
Thank you all for listening to this session. People who are watching this, please like, subscribe, and share this with your loved ones. We will see you all in the next one. Thank you.